Hello and welcome to math. We are going to work on lesson 112. We're going to be exploring mass, equal shares, and equal groups. We're going to start with a number talk, and our number talk is about how many. A dog breeder has 2 litters of puppies. One litter has 18 puppies and the other has 9 puppies. Are there closer to 20 or 30 puppies altogether? I want you to take a moment and see what you can come up with. What do you think? Now, this might remind you of our lessons in math earlier this unit when we were working on rounding numbers. So if one litter has 18 puppies, I can round that to 20 puppies. And if the other has 9 puppies, I can round the 9 to 10. I take my rounded numbers and I add them together and I get 30. So if I have 18 puppies and 9 puppies, and I want to know about how many, if they're going to be closer to 20 or 30 puppies altogether, then I would decide that they're closer to 30 puppies than 20 puppies. The next activity we're going to do is going to be looking at some quick look cards. So when I show you these cards, I'm only going to show it for a few seconds, and then I want you to think about what you saw and how you saw it. What did you see? Did you see 4 groups of 2? Which meant you saw 8. Did you see 4 on one card and 4 on another card? And so you know that 4 plus 4 is 8? Maybe you did. And here's our next one. What did you see and how did you see it? Did you see 4 on one card and 4 on another? And 4 plus 4 is 8? Did you see 2 groups of 4? So 2 groups of 4, that could be 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. And our last one. What'd you see, and how did you see it? Did you see 4 groups of 4? So you can think 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 16. Did you see 8 plus 8? Which is 16. Did you see it as 2 groups of 8? 2 times 8 is 16. And we do this, boys and girls, because there's more than one way to make a number. One of our focuses in today's lesson is using a pan balance scale, which if you are watching this at home, we know that it is impossible for you to be practicing this on your own because this pan balance scale is not in your toolkit. So we're going to look at some pictures of a pan balance, and I have a video that we're going to watch about how to use a pan balance. So this tool is a pan balance scale. It is a tool used to compare and measure the masses of objects. Mass is a measure of the amount of matter in an object. Weight is a measure of how heavy an object is. So from your math toolbox, pick up the calculator and the ruler. Which one feels heavier? The calculator feels heavier. You not fell, but feel different weights because gravity is pulling on objects that have different masses. We're going to watch this video about using a pan balance.
Here I have a simple pan balance. Balances like this can be used to determine the mass of an object, or they can be used to compare the masses of 2 different objects. When the masses of the objects on each side of the balance are the same, the 2 sides will be evenly balanced, and the needle will be perfectly centered. To determine the mass of an object, I just take my object and place it on one side of the balance. On the other side of the balance, I add weights with known masses until I get the two sides become perfectly balanced. Once the two sides become balanced, then I can just add up the masses of my known weights. That mass is equal to the mass of my object. So this chicken has a mass of 33 grams. To compare the masses of two objects, I just put them on opposite sides of the balance. So I can put my crystal on this side of the balance and my globe over here. The object that has more mass will go down, while the object that has less mass will go up. So here I can see that my globe has more mass than my crystal. So here on this side of the balance, I've placed weights with a total mass of 15 grams. On the other side of the balance, I've placed a block of oak wood. So here's your question. Does this block of wood have a mass that's greater than 15 grams, less than 15 grams, or equal to 15 grams? Take a minute and discuss that with your classmates. Then I'll come back and talk about the answer. The mass of this block of wood is less than 15 grams. I know that it's less than 15 grams because the block has been lifted up. This block actually has a mass of 10 grams. And when I have only 10 grams in the other pan, the two sides become balanced. I'm sure this is what you and your classmates came up with. So keep up the great work, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, that was a good video. Now we are going to talk about creating equal groups. And this is something that we've already practiced in our in our math lessons. So what you need are some die, should be in your toolkit box. It says 36 counters. You might have some counters in your toolkit box, but not 36. But you could use something that you already have at home. You could get a piece of paper and cut it up into tiny squares so that you can have some counters. And then you just follow the steps under the what to do to practice creating equal groups. This is something that you can do by yourself. This is something that you could have a family member help you with or do with you. That would be fun too. Another activity that you can work on is creating equal shares. You'll need your math journal if you have it at home, and a handout that has 6 circles on it. And again, just follow the directions under the what to do in order to be successful in this practice activity. Now again, if for some reason you don't have your math journal at home, that's okay. We'll try to get your math journal to you, and you will be able to complete the other activities that I'm sending out.